But I will not give up. Or will I? I can't remember. Maybe this is the last point I ever attack the right during this game. Nope, I'm sending some submachine gun infantry over there, it looks like. You see how many submachine gun infantry I buy this game? They're like the workhorse of my army, I guess. I just buy a lot of them. They're versatile. You can move them anywhere. They've got AT grenades, and they can shoot infantry, and it's like, what more do you want? And now that I see the Tiger is focused on blowing the crap out of the middle with his guy on top, I figure maybe now I can sneak up behind him and blow the engine up. And by sneak, I mean sprint. And once again, this is a Hail Mary. Never going to happen chance, but he gets pretty close and finally gets a shot off and engine destroyed. That's exactly what I wanted. That Tiger is now dead in the water, and as often happens when the engine is destroyed, the engine is on fire, and so that Tiger is knocked out. The tank crewmen burn to death inside. Sometimes they can get out before they burn to death. Often they can't. Sometimes they can get out while burning to death, and that's slightly amusing if you're a psychopath. But yeah, this didn't. That didn't happen. The Tiger's now dead, and I'm very happy about that. And also, I see on the minimap, big red blob over there, lots of enemy infantry moving in. They are just zerging the middle. They have 750 points. We have 357. 5 minutes left. This is not looking good for us. So I'm saying, look, there's a huge amount of enemy infantry. You gotta hit them with your Calliope. And I think Lollybo was like, my Calliope's reloading or something like that. I don't know what he was saying, but I'm not sure who tossed that grenade into that depression, but that was one of my guys, and he gets a medal because that was a very nice grenade toss. I would have done it myself, but he did it for me. A lot of people say the AI in Men of War is not so good, and they're just talking about when it screws up. When it doesn't screw up, it can often do some amazing things, like toss a grenade right where the grenade ought to have gone. And it turns out I don't really need Lollybo's artillery because my guys are defending this point extremely well. I'm in a nice dug-in position, and I got some Browning automatic rifles and some M1 Garands, and those are just fantastic defensive things. Plus the Calliope is shelling them with his main gun, so that's always good. And suddenly there's a Tiger on the right, so I'm like, doesn't look like we're taking the right. And boom, suddenly there's a Hummel killing all my assault infantry. That really sucked. That really sucked. I was extremely mad with that Hummel. Rage. And so I was like, thankfully I have people behind enemy lines just for this contingency. And Lollybo Sherman just died, and I guess the enemy had the boat, not Lollybo. I don't know how Lollybo lost a Sherman or where his Sherman was, but he just lost a Sherman. And so yeah, raging at the Hummel. I want to kill the Hummel. Unfortunately, I double-click on the crew. That tells him to get a normal grenade. Then I click on the AT grenade, and the AT grenade bounces off the fucking Hummel! Bounces off the goddamn Hummel! And so then I try to throw a normal grenade into the cabin, and I kill myself with it. And meanwhile, Lollybo's been shelling it with something, I don't know, and it finally kills it. Thank you, Calliope, from halfway across the map. I'm glad the Hummel's dead, but that AT grenade bouncing off was just bizarre stuff. Those are supposed to explode on contact, as far as I know. I guess it didn't arm itself or whatever until too late. I did manage to exact revenge on the tree, but the tree had not harmed me. So Lollybo at this point was really scared that his that his Calliope was going to die. But luckily, I had some lingering infantry support to spot any enemies coming up, so he was able to back out of there with no ill effects. And so, having taken out the Tiger and almost taken out the Hummel, I hope you realize the value of sending those submachine gunner guys way behind enemy lines like 20 minutes ago, because you never know when those guys are going to be handy. Unless you're psychic. And so over on the right, I buy a Sherman. Lollybo's also got a Sherman or two, and we decide to push really hard for the right because we realize there's 3 minutes left. We have 470 points. They have 770 points. We're not going to win unless we can take the right. So I think I had forgotten about the Tiger, or if I hadn't, I was just hoping we could somehow kill it. But yeah, we're moving in with a ton of Shermans and a ton of infantry, and we just need to take this point. It has got to be ours. I just mortared some of my own Rangers, and I lost a track on my Sherman, but on the plus side, we're taking the point. There is a Tiger there, and that is very worrying, and it did just destroy my Sherman completely, but I'm just running in with everything I can possibly buy. Plus, Calliope Barrage designed to clear stuff up, and it's kind of working. We're taking the point. You'll notice we have 520 points versus their 770, and soon our points are going to start taking up really fast. Because we're going to have all 3 points. But I only have one guy left in that point, and he's almost dead, and now he's dead. So now we're not going to cap that. So that's not good. We don't even have any infantry nearby, so I'm just buying anything I can afford. Machine gunners I buy because they're very good, and because you get 2 of them. So I figure 2 is more likely to survive than 1, even though I can't really buy 1 of anything. I guess I could buy a scout. But yeah, this is not looking good. We need 200 points in 2 minutes. and I actually don't know what the point generation rate is. But look, one more submachine gun guy is left behind enemy lines, and that is going to let us take out. There goes one of my Shermans. I also bought a Sherman apparently at some point, so there go both my tanks. They're both dead, but one guy behind enemy lines is hopefully going to let me take out this AT gun. And I was walking earlier because I was trying not to get spotted, but then I realized Lollybo was getting shelled, his Calliope was getting shelled, so I'm like, I gotta kill it. And then the Calliope decruised it, so I'm like, I gotta take it. And then I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? But I was just waiting for a chance. I was hoping to maybe take out the Tiger, which for some reason hasn't advanced forward. They're playing very cautiously with this Tiger. I was surprised they weren't trying to hold on to their point. But look, we have 650 points. They have 770 points, but they're taking back the middle. We have to do something about that. We have to do something about that indeed. I think at this point we abandoned the right, decided, oh no, we didn't. Look, I got some people, those machine gunners I sent, plus assault infantry. I was worried that the Tiger was going to kill everybody, but luckily my Pack 40 that I stole distracted them for long enough for infantry to swarm into that point, plus the submachine gun infantry I'm sending to the middle. 2 machine gunners dead to an MP40 guy in the middle, but then Lollybo provides some fire support, and now we're finally taking the right. 55 seconds left, 650 points for us, 790 points for them. We're taking that rightmost point. It is no longer in German control. And we're also swarming towards the middle. Is there anybody to stop us in the middle? I'm pulling everybody in, and looks like there's nobody to stop us in the middle. 650 points for us, 800 points for them, 38 seconds left. Can we make it? We have the right. No, we don't have the right yet. It's still neutral. But we'll have it soon. We're taking the middle, decapping the middle point. They're not going to get any more points this game. We just have to beat 795. We have 654. 2 points are ours. A third point is about to be ours. They're swarming in the middle. Look at that. Huge amounts of infantry. You don't see the Germans doing this very often, but when you do, it's crazy. We have 670 points. 800 for them. It's not looking good. It's counting down. They're getting close, and we now have all 3 points. Gives us quite a few points. 8 seconds left. We need 90 points. Can we do it? No. Unfortunately, we lose. Close, though.